Hi everyone! So today I am very excitingly going to be walking you guys through what the inside of my 2023 bullet journal is going to look like. Before we jump into all of the spreads and everything, I just wanted to give a quick overview of what I'm using for a bullet journal in 2023. This is a leuchtturm hardcover with grid paper. I have been using this for the past few months just out of necessity, and I've been really enjoying it so far. I'm not the kind of person who starts a whole new journal at the start of the year. I just kind of go with the flow and I try to use up as much of a journal as I can. So this will have a little bit of 2022 data in it, but that's not really a big deal to me. So I've kind of gotten back into bullet journaling this past year just as we moved into our new house. We started new jobs, new lives. I am in a very different place than I was 6 months ago and a year ago. I now have a true need for a bullet journal because I have so many day-to-day tasks that I need to keep track of, and I also need a creative outlet amongst all the craziness. So I am super excited to share with you guys what my 2023 spreads look like. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Alrighty, so this is a close-up view of what the outside of my bullet journal looks like. I went over this in my Techo Kaigi, but I covered the cover with the stickers from my favorite bands, and I really love how it turned out. So let's just get into the spreads and how I set up this journal in general. We've got my name page, and then I do have the contents filled out, and the way that I have this journal set up is that the first quarter of the book is dedicated to collections, so running lists and other reference things, and then the latter half of the book, or the latter, I guess, 3/4 of the book, are going to be the bullet journal itself. I won't be sharing you guys what my collections look like because there are some sensitive information in there, but I've adapted the system from a lot of other bullet journalers out there who like to keep all of the reference lists that they keep in their bullet journal in one place and have the actual bullet journal part of their bullet journal in another place. So let's go ahead and flip to the 2023 spread. So I kept it pretty simple with this cover page. I just hand lettered the words 2020 and 3. I stuck on this really cute sticker that looks like one of my dogs. The theme, I guess, for these spreads is I used a lot of this craft lined paper with my favorite brush pens, which are the Sailor Shikiori dual tip brush pens. I thought these colors looked really cute together, so I threw them on, cut them out, added a little bit of fanciness to it. I don't know if you can tell, but it's got some sparkliness to it. And then I also went over with a white Uniball Signo to give it a little bit more depth on top of the sparkle. And the first spread that I have here is just going to be my year at a glance spread. I didn't label it year at a glance or anything, but I think it kind of goes without saying that it's a year at a glance. I always thought that this spread was kind of not necessary, but I am finding myself, especially like as I'm setting up my spreads for each month, constantly Googling how many days are in the month or when the month starts and whatnot. So I thought that having this page would save me a lot of time in the future. So I used my Tech vintage sign brush pens to letter all of these headings. I did it kind of at random, but as I went through the months, it kind of actually lined up with some themes for each month. So I went through my sticker collection and then I put down some stickers that related to not only the month but the color of the brush pen that I used for that month, and I think it turned out pretty cute. I'm quite happy with it. Okay, and these next two spreads are just running list spreads of things that I want to track throughout the year. So the first on the left hand side is a concert vlog, and on the right hand side is a movies watched. I already have several concerts planned for 2023, which is very exciting, and I'm super duper excited for all of them. So what I wanted to do was just keep a running log of all of the concerts that I attend. So I have columns here for the date of the concert, who was the headliner, who are the opening acts, where it was at, if I got any merch, because I almost always walk away with merch, and if it was a bucket list band or not. So I have a list at the very beginning of my bullet journal of all of the bands that are on my bucket list that I need to see live at least once before I die. And I am actually going to be checking off a bunch of bucket list bands next year, which is very exciting. And then, like I said, this is my movies watch spread. I am not a huge movies person, but I'm trying to change that, especially because it's an opportunity for me to spend time with my partner or my friends or my family and just enjoy something with them while disconnecting from all the other stuff I have going on. So I'm really trying to make a conscious effort to watch more movies with the people I love. And I'm just tracking the date that I watched it, the title, and I'll probably also write the year that the movie came out, who I watched it with, and my overall rating of the movie. It's probably going to be like a 5-star rating scale, similar to what I use for Goodreads and whatnot. So yeah, these are just super simple spreads, but I am really excited to fill them out. And honestly, I'm really thrilled with how these headers came out. As you can see, I'm using that same lettering style that I used for the 2023 cover page. I just kind of got obsessed with how it looked, especially with the craft paper, and I just ran with it. So this is going to be my last spread, and before I go over exactly what it is, I just want to say that I tend to not use a lot of the spreads that I set up at the beginning of the year, and so being conscious of the fact that I do that, I just tried to set up spreads that I definitely knew I wanted to fill out and use throughout the year. So I kept it to just the concerts log, the movies watch spread, and then also this travels and adventures spread. I don't know why, but it feels bad to me when I set up a page and I don't use it. So I'm trying to keep things minimal but also functional and fun all at the same time. So yeah, this is my very last spread that I have to show you guys. This is my travels and adventures spread. I am trying to get out there more. We moved back to the mainland earlier this year, and there is just so much more opportunity for us to do road trips and other day trips and whatnot. So I am hoping to fill this out with lots of really great memories from all of the travels and adventures we've had throughout the year of 2023. And hopefully this will also serve as motivation to just keep thinking of where can we go next, where would I like to visit next, especially here on the mainland, because I've lived here in the States for most of my life and it's really weird that I haven't gone to so many places. So hoping that that can change next year. The next spreads are filled out, as you may be able to see through the ghosting, but that is actually the start of my January spread. So I'm gonna leave that for my January 2023 setup video. So yeah, that is it for my setup of my bullet journal for 2023. I know it's super simple, super quick, but like I said, I didn't want to do too much and then overwhelm myself with spreads to fill out and then not fill it out throughout the year and have all these empty, sad spreads. So I am currently very happy with the spreads that I've set out. I'm also really happy with how they turned out. Just generally, I kept to a theme and I really like this little hand lettering trend that I have going on. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was kind of simple, but maybe it'll inspire you to create some logs for some things that you're excited about in 2023. Let me know down in the comments what you guys are using for your bullet journal in 2023. I am very late to the party and discovered leuchtturm1917 notebooks only this year, so I am very interested to see what everyone else is using for their bullet journals, whether that be a physical analog journal or a digital journal. I also love hearing about digital journal. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much once again for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a good rest of your day and a good rest of your week, and I'll see you next time. Bye!